biggest difference between Mexico and your country?
No, to Japan, you have to stand there and just focus on. Well, what do you mean, my country? I don't understand that.
The USA.
Can you ask the question again, Pablo?
What do you think is the biggest difference between Mexico and the USA?
What do I think the biggest?
The biggest.
The biggest.
Biggest
Yeah, different
difference.
between Mexico and United States, or the difference between Mexico and United States. The right English. Which one? So the biggest.
The biggest.
Okay. Well, what I think, U.S. and Mexico. Wow, that's a good question. Well, there's a lot of differences, but if you say biggest, that's where I pretty much don't understand what you mean, the biggest. But if we go down to the differences, then I pretty much understand where we're going. Okay, but it's pretty much the same. So the differences between Mexico and United States. Example one. In Mexico, people complain so much, they're tired, oh, there's a lot of work, they work too much, they like vacation. In the US, people don't believe in complaining. People believe in getting by, day by day, and people believe in working. People, not sleeping that much. People sleep up, not that much. Not like the way you from everybody will complain over things that they don't have to complain over. Like some of them say, stress. And like me, I don't believe in stress. Stress don't exist. There is nothing like stress. What I believe in is you should be able to get by day by day. It's challenges. So if you cannot compete with your life and the challenges that come before you, that's where people fall short and say stress. But there's a lot of differences. I mean, I can go on and on and on because there's a couple of things here and there. It's not the same.
Okay. So the next question is, do you think Mexico could become a world power?
Well, I'm not sure what that means. A world power. In which term of globalization, or in terms of just. First, you can put the video on pause.
Okay.